And now, through the magic of the Cybernet Space Cube, the computer-enhanced podcast of the future, Transformers Slag Podcast.
What's up, everybody? We're professional here. We're still trying to get everything.
We're getting it figured out.
Okay, hold on. Audio's good. Cringe is good.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's a little wrong way. There you go.
We're professionals here.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Live from TFcon. It's the Transformers Slag Podcast. I'm live streaming main event. I'm the face that runs this place. I'm the voice you hear Monday to Friday. I'll be there this week. I'm with Cringe McCringle, as always. And we're done the gauntlet now.
Yeah.
It's
Quick weekend.
it's always a quick weekend, but it's always so we're just gonna talk Transformers. Yeah. Some news this week. Transformer Cyber World debuted. Did anyone watch it or
Yeah.
the only one that supposedly there was Dragon Ball Yamcha memes
Yeah.
in it?
I'm with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see that.
Some do like little
Like as in Dead Yamcha is like
I guess after they made that collab with Bandai, they figured they could go all in.
yeah. We'll get our Dragon Ball Transformer crossover.
Oh, man.
There we go. We got the Naruto one. Now we gotta get that one. But so we're just gonna hang out, talk news. Who's in the chat right now? Got Timmy K. We got Will Murphy, who we just saw not too long ago. T4 2 is right here.
Yeah.
People in the chat are on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, Cringe. You could read the super chats and the questions. And any of the super chats of the greens, any questions and stuff. So I don't have to lean in every time.
Timmy K says,
How's the snow?
You know what? I have never been to a TFcon that was funky. The only time I've ever been to a Transformer convention that was really bad was BotCon 2010 in Disney. And that's because it was like sweltering and just, I remember there's a little girl walked in with her dad. She's like, "Daddy, why does this place smell funny?" And it was Vangelis quoted the best. It was wet diarrhea on the carpet. That just summed up the whole convention. That was the only time it was ever like really bad. Now, is there individuals that might need to hit the showers? That's always the case. But overall, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. The waft was quite good. And Aaron smelled good all the time. He smelled good. So, but no, it was great. It was fantastic. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool people I met. I want to give a shout out to Rudy Mack, who was like a regular in the chat. That's why he was like, "Yo, I'm Rudy Mack." I didn't know what Rudy Mack looked like. He was a brother, and I was like, and then I brought Rudy Mack to Wendell, and what's the name of Jazz?
Oh, Evan.
And then I turned to Aaron, and I'm like, "That is the blackest table right now." It was great. It was great meeting Rudy Mack. He came by and bought stuff.
He was a shop dress dude?
Yeah, Riley came by. You know, a lot of guys that I just haven't seen in a while, and that are names on a screen forever. So that was cool. And Jaws D's off there. He'll be there. He'll be here soon too. We're gonna have a rotating group of guests. Aaron is there. Everyone's here today.
"Do we just dive into everything?"
Oh yeah, sure. So Cringe picked up some cool shit.
All right.
I'm going to talk, by the way, guys, I'll talk about everything I got next week because there were so many gifts and everything, and I don't want to leave anyone out. So I'd rather just feature the cool stuff that people got this weekend. Cringe got a lot of really cool, so Cringe, his thing is like the rare Bayverse movie stuff in general. So what's some of the tasty?
I wouldn't say this is too rare, but there's going to be a little theme here. So we got Dark Moon Human Alliance skids with Eps. I already have this mold, but
it's the different colors.
Yeah, I don't have like the colors.
The Eps with that one that's the one without the helmet, right?
Yes, and this is the one with the normal side legs.
The sideswipe one had a helmet
and legs that were like that tall. So.
Yeah.
But then sticking with the theme of skids, we've got the unique toys, masterpiece scale skids. So that's him.
Skids.
Oh, just wait! It doesn't stop there.
It's almost like you're trying to say something's not coming.
Yeah. I don't know. We've got
ice cream truck variant.
Yes.
That one, Wendell, this one that he got.
Yeah.
It's ice cream truck variant.
Oh yeah.
It's like a variant.
the really dirty the
Yeah.
fucking one.
Weird. It's
Yes.
just
Never seen that one.
Yeah.
Check from Spawn.
Yeah, they only did like 3 versions of this mold, and this is probably like the best one.
Yeah.
But you know,
How much does that go for now? That one.
close to 200. So
Wow.
yeah, and the one I'll pull up next.
Well, think about it. Reality. Movie toys are
Yep.
going to be 20 years old soon.
Mhm.
Which is
Hopefully
crazy when you
everybody
think
in
about
their 40s still super old.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've got
That one's cool too.
this one.
How much was that one? Because that one too. Also, that's a.
This one usually goes for like $250 USD.
There's like masterpiece Transformers that are like.
Nope, and I'm buying $10 deluxes 20 years ago.
Well,
But yeah, I paid $150 for this one.
okay, that's at least more. Oh,
I
sure.
feel bad opening them up, but I know I'm gonna have
You
to.
gotta let him breathe.
Yeah. Let's
I always say this: Transformers is the only toy line that you can't get away with keeping it in. Like you could have a Star Wars toy, and you could keep it on the card because most of the story is there. You could do like a Funko Pop, any of that stuff, or like a Hot Wheel. Like it's the whole story's there. There's no surprises, even the underside. But a Transformer toy, not the best example. That's only half the story. You know.
The next pickup was Hunt for the Decepticons.
That was more for. I think the repaints work more.
Yeah, it is. You know, $40.
Yeah,
It's still sealed.
considering what deluxes cost now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun item that I got at the charity auction for like $10 was an Igor signature. Yeah.
Yeah,
From Dark of the Moon, the fat green little guy. So a little autograph.
and the voice is
It should be Greg Berger.
Greg Berger.
So
A lot of people don't know that one.
I didn't.
I didn't know it either. Until recently.
Greg Berg.
Yes.
The only thing he's ever done. Different guy.
Oh, it's a dude.
Oh, Greg Berg.
What we got on discount?
Well, yeah.
Grimlock.
And then we got Studio Series Dark of the Leadfoot.
See, and you know what's crazy with that? Remember the Human Alliance one?
Yeah.
That thing was going for stupid money.
Well, this thing goes for stupid.
Which is
It goes for
again,
$150.
and because it's licensed Target,
Yeah.
you'll probably never.
Yeah.
You won't see that in a Walmart. You won't see that
No.
in a Toys R Us.
It's almost like somebody's working.
Target Master.
And then this is for Mateus, who is in the chat, but it's the Perceptor.
Repack me in the chat.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, this is for you. This is the Perceptor that you wanted with the tune coloring and the Rat Bat and Ram. So that'll be on the way soon.
Beautiful.
We got a TF1 cup with Megatron on the top.
Yeah, you did.
Is why not?
Charity auction. That was a cool one.
Yep. So I've got.
He sold one of them. So
Yeah, I've
people
got
were wondering
these
where the others are.
Yeah, I already have Sunstorm, so he sold the other one. Yeah, so we got those two.
How much you pay for that?
200 and then
Okay,
the Sunstorm.
And for context, like the original set was 175. So with inflation, he actually won in the end.
Here's my Transformers issue 19. The Air Archer.
Megatron.
And then just some movie Scout class figures.
Some movie stuff.
Yeah. Knockouts. Reverb.
Reverb, because that's the Machine Robo homage.
And then
97.
the Depth Charge repaint sonar.
That's a cool one. The black
And
one.
Hubcap.
That's just a fantastic one.
It was great.
That was like the one that started the Scout class.
Yeah.
That one specifically.
And then I wonder who had these. I
Oh,
wonder.
Yeah.
so these were obviously the con exclusives this weekend and stuff, and of course the Patreon one for those who picked that up.
And then
Joseph, don't worry, yours will be in your hands 2 weeks from now.
And then the final thing, I believe, was
Oh yeah, is anyone wearing the shirt?
yeah. There's
Could you just
Do you want to watch
that? No.
I can take my shirt off.
yeah. So the TFcon Toronto 2025 shirt.
Had a very animated.
I would have been happy with just these two.
Good finds.
I mean, these are the only time I've ever seen them in person. So
There's again that it's one of those things that like it's the same thing with G1 where a huge chunk of time passes and all of a sudden you go, oh, there's like these rare typo items
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
we'll reorganize my box. So keep it.
all that stuff. But so yeah, what we got here, all the people here today. Mayoral Fabrication, I'll be seeing him in a few weeks too in San Diego and everything. It's going to be hype. What's up, James? Yeah, we're doing a live stream today. There's Mateus.
Yeah.
Why is
Mateus, there you go. There's your
why is Mateus here?
I don't know.
He wanted to be here.
He likes Brazil more than Brazil.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, what are you doing right now? Because he's also working on a channel where a lot of that stuff will be featured.
Yeah, so I'm basically just like going through my collection because most of it's in stores right now. So I'm just kind of opening like up every box and just seeing what rare stuff I have because there's quite a bit. And then video reviews on it. There's not a lot of information on this stuff out there, so.
Yeah, that's why. So he's going to be like, kind of documenting like the really rare movie stuff that
Yeah.
no one has ever talked about.
Yeah, like Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime, but in clear plastic.
Yeah,
That was the most recent upload, and that thing was a nightmare to record.
I can only imagine
Yeah.
that fragility with that whole.
And I have two of them, so that way, like, I can have one in truck
Have they
and one
ever
in
done a clear Sentinel Prime from Dark as Moon, the leader?
I don't think they have.
No, I've never seen
that.
one.
It would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Optimus that I got out of the box, the like ratchet joint was broken. Couldn't glue it back together, nothing. So the only way to fix it, in a sense, was to just put it in truck mode.
Okay.
So I had to, like, just for an hour,
There
just
you go.
painstakingly turn it into a truck.
We got a super chat from Alden Tolbert for $5. Imagine if 10,000 Waspinator clones versus Optimal Optimus, who would win? I know Optimal Optimus is pretty broken though. Just like Macross style, just missile on. Waspinator is meant to be a foil.
Yeah.
It's cannon fodder.
I will go with Optimal Optimus on that one. 100%.
Once you break Waspinator apart, he's still alive, but you can't do much.
Exactly. So I always say he's the most powerful Transformer character that can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like Optimus Prime gets a little cut here and dies. Waspinator's been turned into a cube and survives, been turned into confetti. Typical one though. So we're gonna get Eric Mullins on. So
The seat is yours.
So we got Eric with us today. Anton, comic book creator and connoisseur, waifu figurine expert. Sure.
Oh, this World Channel and it's under Eric with the kid Taryn Mullins, and basically I do a lot of like anime figure reviews. So I'll pick
Waifu.
Yeah. Sometimes I go off menu, but it's pretty much that.
Once in a while, a Mongo Rogue or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is still the Western waifu.
Yeah. And I guess as long as it's staying within like the waifu range.
Yeah. Hot plastic. That's the best way to put it.
And they're really in-depth reviews. Like I'll basically do like 20-25 minutes because a lot of times I realize like I love watching a lot of people's reviews on this sort of stuff. And they kind of like, they'll do it quick because a lot of people, they don't know if they want something or not, and they'll watch a bunch of reviews, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I get it. But I wanted to do something that's like crazy in depth because a lot of times, like, I do a lot of drawing, and while I'm drawing, I'll watch these reviews to see if I want to get something or not. So I like when they're like a lot longer with just really like every little detail, the paintwork, like the sculptors, like everybody that worked on the project in comparison to the artwork. So I really go deep into it.
And you also do your art sometimes, dude.
Yeah,
Do like line draws. Like, he does it together. And where can we pick that up if we want to?
Well, find me on my YouTube or you look for my name like anywhere. Usually I do like Kickstarter campaigns when I make it available like online. Otherwise it's usually conventions.
Cool. So what did you buy this weekend? That's our most important
thing. So I actually didn't get a lot of stuff. I was actually really like, 50-50. I have like a brother and I helped him get a complete inbox Rock Lord of like the combiner.
For his name, the Rockosaurus. He has another name in Machine Robo that escapes me right now, but I know you're talking about.
He's already left the convention, so I would have loved to show that off because that thing was like
what he paid. Probably pretty good.
Well, the guy was kind enough to let us get it for $750.
Oh, that's
which fully brand new, like for real. He opened it up and it still had all the beads, everyone like in the little plastic one. So
someone somewhere is like, well, that's rent. Yeah. So.
After that, she picked up a new age toy color variant.
That is so Macross.
Yeah, I'm a huge Macross. I'm a huge fan. So I wanted to go after this because I'm a huge fan.
That close to the camera,
yeah,
guys.
I'm a big fan of like all the new age stuff and Macross especially. So when I saw this, I was like,
Hikaru VF1S style. Very cool.
but I'm somebody that really curates their collection pretty strongly. So I kind of focus on smaller things. I got the Doctor Who, Nemesis, Doctor Who, Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. This is one of the world's best Transformers. He transforms like a masterpiece. Such good quality, man. It's so good. Plus, it matches up with my shirt. Right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah.
And then, like, the last thing I kind of got into, because, like, at the end of the day, you know, like, some people do flash sales and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, man. So I ended up, oh, man, I take them out of the box, so you people are going to be like, how pretty! But I got Star Saber's coin, which was pretty cool. And I got like a ton of them. Like, at one point, there was one guy's like $5. So I just got like,
usually
I grabbed a handful and went upstairs to see what I had afterwards.
those were kind of like if you ordered, because Robot Kingdom's like China based, so a lot of times those are like Chinese pre-order exclusive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ended up with a stack of those.
Yeah, they look cool, man. They're like,
You can't even spend them at the washing machine.
Oh, I got so many. I'm basically like Mr. McD right now. Like, I just need the money bin and I'll just load it up with these coins.
Aside from that, how was the weekend for you?
It was amazing. There's a lot of people here. I was very happy, like being like a third party fan. I was actually pretty happy with the third party panel because it went on for longer than 10 minutes.
What was your favorite?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to get to see Dr. Wu stuff, and we didn't get any of this time around, which was kind of sad about. But seeing the Devastator by Dream Star Toys, I believe the name of it, that thing was wildly cool. And the fact that like you started looking into it, it's going to be like an 8-character Devastator. You're gonna get the head Prowl. You're gonna get Megatron that turns into armor pieces. Like,
so you like the more smaller stuff?
Yeah, man.
It's space conscientious.
I get like one big Titan or two, or like you know, like the bots like Grease Pit and all that. You would take apart and form it to a bunch of them. I forget the name of like that.
Modulators.
Modulators, man. I love modulators because I'm a Lego guy. So at one point, I think I might have like 10 Grease Pits, like 15 of like one of the other ones, but I have tons of them, and I just make like cities out of them, and I just put all the Doctor Who stuff in there.
You would have it never came out. You would have loved Machine Robo Mugen line. It was like Machine Robo trying to do Lego.
That's cool,
and
man.
That just that never happened. Aside from that,
that's pretty much it. I was actually I didn't bring him down, but I also got like the new age Ultra Magnus, like the toy colors.
Okay,
I thought he was pretty cool. I always wanted to get an Ultra Magnus. It was nice, but no, I was like after getting that thing for my brother, I was kind of like, well, that's it for me then.
That's it for the weekend. Yeah. Did you ever get the wing blade you were looking for?
You're talking about the Farai model kit. So I didn't, but I didn't because I don't have time. Yeah. Like, I love getting figures, and I do a lot of editing in my reviews, and when I saw that wing blade, oh man, that RC, like, they're gorgeous. If, like, they could come out with like an actual action figure of this, I'm all in. I wouldn't even get a statue of it. It's so pretty, the design. But getting something that I have to build myself, I'm too intense. Like, I would spend hours painting it, putting everything on. I might even add extra decals on her to make her almost like look like a racing boom. So it's just, I know myself. I would go way over the board. Next thing I know, I put like 200 hours in it, and I'm like, I need a job.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, man. It's awesome.
Now let's bring the legend. The legend himself. So, what did you do this weekend, of course?
This weekend I was the guest liaison with Evan Michael Lee, the voice of Jazz in Transformers 1.
Captain. And that was he was what I loved about him. Nice black loud laugh all weekend. Between you and him, it made me feel good. I was directly across from them. Once I was and I was like, oh, we're back home.
He got a lot of love.
He was a really chill dude,
and everyone was just happy that, like, he was very happy Jazz didn't die in the movie.
Yeah. Well, that thing would be stupid.
Well, you know, you watch the beginning of the movie and Jazz's leg gets stuck, and you're like, oh, I want to. We had not able to watch friends. And Jack's like in every movie always has like some precarious situations there. Either he gets killed or he's like hanging over like in Unicron without to be like
without to get eaten. So it's almost like they're trying to kill Black. Almost. We got away. So he did great though. He had a lot of love. Miko obviously crushed it that week.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted to talk about the line that never ends. Miko. So she was
Not that great like deal. Like it was like you get a
Oh, is that
t-shirt, you get a
turn around. I was like, what's she doing? This like shows me the shirt. And I was like, oh, that's great. She's like, you don't like it? I was like, oh, at least know my size.
she'll get you.
Yeah.
She'll get you real quick.
Wow, she was cool.
But like she had a deal, and I think it was only 5 for 3 things. All so people were just constantly doing pictures with her and stuff like that.
Well, then that means she'll probably want to come back.
Yeah.
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 So, what'd you buy?
What did I buy?
What's in the bag?
Oh,
What's in the bag?
So there's a gift from Raj 101.
Yeah. So, Mirage 101. Yeah.
Raj 101. Excuse me. So he brought
TF hype guy.
that's a known thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that identity out there? Oh, I guess so. So he
It's not
introduced
his
himself.
face.
Yeah.
It's
He
not.
introduced himself to Evan. And everyone's like, oh, this is my dude. Oh my god, so give him this big hug. And I'm like, what's up? Oh, TF. I was like, you're the one single-handedly trying to get everyone to go see this movie. I was like, oh, I didn't even. So he came last time he came. He brought some snacks from Trinidad and Tobago, where he's from, and he gave me a whole big old bag of snacks from Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll eat one or two.
Give me the spiciest shit so I can look like a fool
Let's
on
go
camera.
for some.
Should we all take a breath?
Sticks.
Here,
Every
ten
down
down
there.
there. Put it on.
Sticks never fly.
Sticks never fly.
Cheese.
Got
And
it.
then cheese curls.
Okay.
That's like the hard Cheetos.
Yeah.
You see those buttons?
They got
Spicy
spicy.
Cheetos puffs.
Ooh, spicy. Tortillas.
Dude, this is
Nacho
This is
cheese.
what I'm
Alright.
talking about. Spicy balls.
And
Spicy balls.
And here's something spicy, but I'm not going to open it.
Oh,
Hot chow mango.
what the?
He's not. Because we're was in the mango. Specifically how they cut it.
So we'll do this.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
We'll do this.
So thanks again.
Spicy
Really
cheese
appreciate
balls.
Third party stuff. So one of them was the MS, was it Magic Square Optimus Prime?
Okay.
Spirit of Light. I think it was BS 46 F.
I'm sure the chat knows. I'm so bad with your car wash.
No.
Oh, it is.
A small.
Yeah, Scout.
Small Optimus.
Yeah, Scout Optimus. Those are red.
Oh my god.
Those are really hot. Look how red those are.
Good lord. Well, do we all try this?
Yeah.
Oh lord.
You know, we'll head it around, then we'll pop it around.
Yeah. Okay, everyone.
Yo,
Hey, don't try it.
don't try it.
Go try it. One,
See if it's hot. So we just turn it to be those spicy.
You want to try
You're gonna kill the poor kid.
No, that's fine.
We don't.
Okay. Alright.
So 1, 2, 3. No, I can deal with that.
Yeah, you might sneak up on you. I'm like rolling it all over the tongue.
Me too.
All the pounds.
I could have great.
Well, like down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's worse.
Yeah.
Yes. Lord.
That's strong. Single fight.
And have just one.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah.
So I took
Delicious.
Yeah.
I took Evan to the artist alley.
Yeah.
All the artists just giving him gifts. So I was like chirping with all of his stuff. We had he's taking pictures with other people and stuff. Thomas Billy took pictures with his son. Dan G, Dan underscore official. Super nice. Giving me something as well. Oh, thank you. And yeah, so a lot of people came out. A lot of people that, like you mentioned before, Riley came out.
Yeah,
When they see me every year.
Yeah, Riley was like, when I saw him, I was like, oh damn, I haven't seen
How
him.
did you recognize me? He had a mustache. And I was like,
He went shattered glass, and all of a sudden we were cracking.
it was a really good year. Awesome people came through. Even some of our friends from Montreal. Montreal crew. Oh yeah, we have the Montreal crew.
Charles there. Yeah, well, dude, I was worried. Like, that's the piece that's missing. Usually, this is that option.
Yeah, so it's really good. I was like, it's really fun. A little back as I couldn't hang out with everybody, but everyone saw me running around doing this, doing that. But I was walking around.
So, anything else you got, or
What else did I get? I got the slag from the Magic Square as well.
okay, cool,
I got a slag, walkie slag from the staff tables.
cool.
The only sad part about that is I couldn't build it. But the person that did build it was like, I could break it.
Rebuild.
Yeah, I was like, I could break it down. That was fun.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. What else did I get? So you only get everything and you put it away and it's like gone out of your mind.
Yeah.
What's that? Oculus Max Tiger Ravage that I got as well.
Oh, the
Stripes.
Yeah.
And also the pin that came along with it.
Okay.
I bought a bunch of banana pins in the artist alley. So there was like a nice like chibi Vegeta around the entrance. I got that, and then he also had a Batman Beyond chibi character as well. So I picked up some stuff the last time he was here.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice acrylic enamel pad.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta get my gotta represent.
Exactly.
The short stack. What aside from that, anything else? And give me one good story this weekend.
Oh boy. Well, okay. Also, Bubba Robinson was here.
Yeah, Bubba was here.
So I went
Did
to
Boomer stay away from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
so Boomer kind of passed by, maybe saying and then kind of go away. So I went to with some stuff I had to sign. They said, I have 3 things, but I only want one.
Yeah.
And so I showed him I have this from Living Single, this is on the show Living Single.
Yeah.
Live action show, comedy show. Then I showed him Earth's Mice Heroes.
Where's somebody's hero?
Well, not many people know that. And I was like, well, this is the one I want you to sign. Because I already have Derek signed on it. So Derek was there, David Kay's on there, and Fred Berger on there. So I got him to sign Fred Berger and Bumblebee was. And so he was like pretty touched, like, I brought up all of his other stuff. And he was like, you know what? I'll hook you up, don't worry. And then and so when he signed the
good on you, Bumper.
and so when he signed the Avengers, I was like, yeah, you're in good company with Rhodey because James Avery also did Rhodey. He's like, yeah. And he's like, I actually met James Rhodey before. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I was 7 years old and I was on Hill Street Blues. And he played a character that sadly, like a kid that gets killed, that gets shot. And that's where he kind of meets James Avery. And I was like, oh man. So kind of like this nice little story. And I just kind of keeps that. I was like, okay. And I kind of told him that I was like, it's a really surreal feeling to meet somebody that you've watched on TV for a very long time, and then you're here in front of you and you're trying to just act like you've been here before and not freak out too much.
Yeah.
So I just really appreciate his time. And, it was good seeing him. You seem to have to enjoy.
He's doing both.
Yeah.
We're talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's nice to see him back because there's certain guests that have always been apprehensive about doing shows. You know what I mean? They've always been Ian Corlett was one of them for years. Frank Welker was one of them forever. I'm trying to think of a few others, but it's one of those things that's nice to see him back doing shows because look, people love Made a Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And so for him to I'm going to do this one show in 2008 and then peace,
Well, he's done other stuff too. He's done other voice work as well.
Yeah, well, but just not doing cons. That's shame. So it's nice to see him back. I mean, when he did, what was the first one he did back? Was Baltimore?
I think he might have done another one, but
he first showed up the BotCon last year. That was his first one back.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
That was his grand return.
So so it's good to see him now. He's back in the flow of things. That fans could finally engage with him and stuff because he disappeared for almost 20 years. So it was that's.
he was still active.
But fans always want they want to get their stuff autographed. They want to say how much they love because it's not like he was movie Bumblebee. There was one line and you're just chasing that guy. 3 seasons of animated. Animated has a huge following. multiple figures of that character. It's like none of them would be so like shared with anybody. So still,
I've done a lot of TV work and stuff like that. So like I remember another character that was in a different world. And he actually acted alongside of with what's her name? Jada Pinkett and Tupac. There was an episode with him and Tupac.
Yeah.
So it's track and stuff.
That's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, but either way, trying to think of anything else that you really mention on time being. Is Aaron here?
He's probably asleep.
He's floating around. He's floating around. But yeah,
Uh-oh.
great stuff.
I see Goober in the distance.
Goober want to come?
I see a Goober in
Let's bring in Goober. We'll bring in Goober. Yeah, we'll bring in Goober.
Want to tap out or wait for him to
We'll wait for him to come.
Yeah.
What about you? I've got a lot of stuff and gifts and everything, but I'll say that for next week. Because I put post-its. It's one of
Okay.
he needs the dogs.
Yeah. He's got a.
But I do want to sorry, the name that of paydays.
Oh, Brandon.
Brandon, I want to thank you because, and not just me, Alex Milne. I mean,
A1. So.
So like Alex Milne also loves paydays, so hooked him up. Me and Aaron were not a fan of the free lunch. We're not vegans, so we were kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna eat these paydays to hold us up. So thank you, Brandon, for holding us up. Got coffee.
Yes. Jazz, C got Congress. They were great, awesome too. Good vibes and everything like that.
They get the healthy job. But it's still healthy. But it's very wafery. much more lighter. But yeah, so again, thank you, Brandon. That was it's just when you sit there for 8 hours, go for one pee break.
Yeah.
Like me and Aaron are we move.
Goodbye, kidneys.
Yeah.
Goodbye, bladder.
No money. But yeah. Yeah, it was a good weekend. We met us.
Did these move?
So this one only has one left. Technically now too.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So anyone on the Patreon, if you're interested, contact me. We'll work something out. These will be at Chicago also. So I made a ton of these with the intent. They were going to debut here, and then they'd also be at Chicago. So there's still plenty of these left. But I mean, there's maybe 30 left. I might have to do a little more for Chicago. So I might do 50. But so those will be at Chicago. But if you won't be able to get to Chicago and you're a patron, contact me and I'll make sure you get one. Sure, how do you get to Chicago? Chicago's gonna be fun. Yeah, Chicago's a good show. I mean, the TFcon East Coast shows are the lesser ones because West Coast always has an unfair advantage. But yeah, all the guests are 31 voice actors. It's like that.
But it kind of gets crazy though.
So awesome.
Last year's so good. Crazy because Frank went out onto the floor to go see everyone did.
But that's what's so good about it.
We had to kind of
I'm happy that you were able to do those back in the day. Yeah, because I used to hype those up so much. And that last one we did was effing amazing.
That was the best.
That one they did it in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
You had a living room in your hotel room.
Yeah.
You had a bar. You had your bathroom was so large that it had room for a massage table. It was crazy. It was so huge. And then we had a concert with Stan Bush and Vince DiCola.
That was pretty.
Judd Nelson. God, I miss the live. I don't see TFcon, saying how great another con was, but it's
But that was the last one. They went a lot.
I miss those so much. So good.
I do like the LA ones and whenever some of the guests that remember me see me and they're like, oh yeah, I'll run to your table, get you there, I'll help you out. I'm just kind of floating around, just help.
Yeah. David K always remembers it.
I was I remember Stan Bush and his wife remembered me. Michael James remembered me. Michael Bell.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dan Gillisan remembered me.
That's always fun. Yeah, it's a good game. His wife's not telling him what to do.
Jeez, don't do it.
Oh, because I really switched Disney. And then she's the manager. You can call between these two out. Okay. Can't tell you what floor we're on. So it's my buddy Ansky's great too. I love Bob. Is bust his balls on it.
Oh yeah, because all the cards.
Well, because I would always be sitting next to him. Like, it was because we're the writer, the
Yeah.
artist there. And I'd always like go like, who the hell's Sleepwalker? And then
Next time he comes to
look like be quiet, kid.
next time I come, I'm Sleepwalker.
But he never charges me. Like, he's a good guy. He's through because I'll be like, you know why? Because I think because I'm the only one that bugs him about the cards.
So I told him like, you know, we like
So the fun fact about Bob that no one realizes is that doing all those years of him doing Transformer buy-ins, the full ones, tech specs with toys. So he was part of Marvel. That's how he got the gig. And then in 1989, they were going to do something called Marvel Special Divisions, which is now West Coast. And they flew him out there and were like, "We're going to get into the trading card game with Impel." That was their company, which later became Skybox with people that were basketball and stuff. And they're like, "We want you to be the guy who starts Marvel trading cards." And like no one knows that or celebrates that. So me, it was like, and the only way you could know is if you have a checklist, right? His credits like on the bottom. And so every time I see him, I go up to him like, you sign these, and also who drew this? Who drew that? Nothing's credited.
right.
Like everyone knows the X-Men Jim Lee cards and stuff, but it's like that's Art Adams, that's this. So it's I have video on my phone of him slowly going through the cards and you could tell because of the hatching.
Yeah.
This is this guy, and it was like one day we're gonna do like a master list because I want to celebrate Bob's contribution to that and that's why I think he likes me even though I bust his balls. Because no one ever talks to him about it. Everyone's always Transformers. No one ever goes up to him for like Sleepwalker. No offense, Bob. But,
No, I remember
I like his Ghost Riders. His Ghost Rider stuff is really good too.
Well, because I remember I was talking to him about it. I told him like, no one else is going to find out this information. Like us fans, we have the documents and
No one got
media, archaeologists,
disappear tomorrow. The amount of
knowledge.
deep cut information that would just be gone. That's a part of a notes section. So
Up to us to document.
yeah.
I remember one of the guests I had, I hadn't done a block talk. I think he's the voice of Concrete Shore. His name, Keenan.
Oh, Stephen
Keenan. So I remember he was like, what do I talk to him? And he said, people had passed away. So
He's
you need
a fascinating story.
what you need to do is you need to like fill in that game. Now you're and you need to fill that in. Just tell us about your life and what you've been doing and history things.
His story was in the 70s. He tried to be an on-screen actor, meaning a guy who's on camera, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out. Right? He did a few beer commercials, and then when he did a beer commercial, someone was like, your voice got something there. He did a couple little things here and there of voice acting, some of it being Transformers, and then peace. That's it. Became a banker, became a dad, grandfather, retired. 40 years passed, and then Colin's like, do a robot convention,
Well, I remember, I think at first people thought he had passed away, and then his daughter was like, no, he's not dead. And then that's where that snowball happened to find him, and I don't know, his wife and his daughter. And he got to be a part of the script reading. Oh, how's going on the script? Oh, people come and audition for parts, and you and the other voice actors, rank them, and then they join in the script reading. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And it was great too because like when we did the panel, it was something where thanks guys. Well, I'll finish the story and then Blueberry can cut. When he did the panel, it was really like heart touching about it. It's like he didn't realize that whole world existed.
Yeah.
Of Transformers, and so here he is, something he did, totally forgot about it. Then he's sitting at a table, and here's like Mark coming with 4 bags.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's signing all this stuff. He's having a great time. And he got a little emotional because he's like, you never thought that like at age 70 I'm going to realize that I actually did something that was important. That was really cool.
Yeah.
He was a really cool dude. Really cool. Yeah, he passed away not long ago.
I don't know. It's very close up.
Yeah.
To me.
But if you want to, you could see on, I believe, I don't want to say Evan Entertainment or on TFcon's, you could find his interview from TFcon 7. I'm bad.
I can't remember.
They're all the same to me, unfortunately. Hoover!
Take care. And tag along. Yes, all right.
So first,
Hello, everyone.
hello. First, introduce yourself to the people who don't know the rainbow.
Hi, everyone. I'm Goober, otherwise known as Party Paul.
Tell me about your channel too. Might as well.
Sure, yeah.
Your secret.
Hopefully, I've got my business card here.
Yeah. Daily, you get, or something to show.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So this is my name is Goober. I'm known as TFcon as Goober, but otherwise known as Party Paul. I do a show on YouTube called The Rat Zone. It happens every week. It's a live show and share
Quote Aaron Archer,
Yeah.
it's a sensory overload.
Awesome. That sounds about right.
Especially the background.
I like that. Yeah. I
Like modern toys or like the
A lot more vintage.
vintage?
But he got some new stuff.
Yes.
Mixed with it. But he like, I mean this image really sums up the sensory overload. Like
It's just I love just colors and splashings, and the background is all my collection. It's just I just love having just walls of toys and just
Super has an interesting background because he worked with Mega Bloks doing packaging for years.
Yeah.
Box art and stuff. So like way back in the day, there was like a, we'll call it, I don't want to say bootleg because that's almost demeaning, but like a bootleg adjacent Transformer Mega Bloks line. You
yeah,
know,
it was kind of plasma tech. That's what it was. Plasma.
so you can Google that. Google Plasma Tech box art. That's so Google's doing like it's not Fido box.
I think it's not.
So
Yeah, that's a book. T-shirts around there too. Stuff. It's a graphics. So I'm still always doing graphics. I still make art now, but a lot of my creative energy is put into my YouTube channel. But I love doing. It's just lots of stuff on my Instagram too. My Instagram is also. I guess both my YouTube channel and my Instagram. You can find it at Party Paul Go, all one word, and it showcases my show, my toys, my art, all of it. It's all put together, all into one jam bangled experience.
and the thing with Goober too is he's someone where no one could say this. He legitimately travels the world.
Yeah, I also
And buys toys.
right. I'm not traveling. Yeah,
Like,
I
we're
we're
talking like, oh, what did you shirt store for you? You know, like I'm been to Korea, like
place, and I love traveling. And one thing I love doing while I'm traveling is seeing what kind of toys can I find here. So I look at find crazy toys wherever I am.
I'm here in India. What do we got?
Yeah, report on them and just collect experiences that way too. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's another cool aspect. And that's like on the old, like if you want to see something that's on the older party.
it's
Yeah.
so
It's still there.
Yeah, it's buried underneath the surface. If you want to look around for
The
that.
scary Candyman video.
Yeah, so it's weird stuff.
What was that? The whistle. There's like the candy guy who whistles at night.
Oh, jeez, that's illegal. So it's Mexico.
Just recording. It was always like that. Blair Witch was like, do you hear that?
He was some old guy like mowing around this little metal cart on the wheels, selling hot potatoes, hot sweet potatoes from inside of a cart, and and then he did it like at midnight at night, and all you hear is this whistle, this creepy, scary whistle.
So imagine you're in like an alleyway and you just hear that, and you just hear like something. What's that?
But it was just selling potatoes. It was like
Happy stuff.
a long time.
So now, better question. Number one. Okay, how did the Slurpee run go?
Slurpee run.
Because reminder,
Yes.
ridiculously hot this week.
It was amazing. The Slurpees melted. That's how we were like, so we had Slurpees. No, we don't. They turned into hot steaks.
If someone had like the air conditioning running,
Yeah.
that's really what it came with.
It was hot. They were solid that piece of glass. Yeah.
For Canada.
Yeah. We were inside. We were pretty wet. Yeah. So, but it was fun. It was hot and it's moist, but it was fun. And we had more people than last year. Last year we had 69. This year we had 80. 80 people. 80 people. So this year we had, we were growing. And
It's growing. 69 and growing.
69 dudes. We didn't know that this year, and it was fun.
We put 69, growing. It was wet out there.
Super hot. Great fun. So hopefully the kids were we had a great time. Lots of people, happy people. We had a pinata this year. We smashed the pinata full of candy. Zombird helped out with that. Zombird is also doing our DJ. We have music. It's a ride. Every year it's just awesome. There's more reasons to show up. So next year, come to the Transformers. Come to the TFcon unofficial Slippery Run.
Now,
That's awesome.
what did you buy?
This year, what did I buy?
You had some stuff.
I got some great stuff. I think the coolest thing I bought, it's got a story with it too, because it was my friend Devastator, one of the dealers, really this guy, Devastator. And he sold me a minted box, Go Box Puzzler. Complete minted box. Yeah, it was so nice, and I've been looking for that for years. Didn't expect to find a minted box, but I did. Because we minted box, nice buy, super happy with that.
And that's great because that's one you don't have to worry about accessories. Everything's built in.
Oh, you know,
Great combiner jewels.
yeah,
What a great combiner.
yep. So very happy with that. Found, I did find. I'm really into Battle Beast. I love Battle Beast, and for the longest time, for the leader guy, the guy with the white lion, was he Pirate Lion? Yeah, so I found, and he's always been closer than I wanted to take, but I was like, okay,
For the after sword.
yes, he had the sword, so I was like, yeah, so I'm like, so that was nice first time. I was gifted. This was the biggest surprise was not something I bought, but I was gifted. A patron of my show on YouTube with the Red Zone. He's been a consistent follower of the Red Zone for like ever since I started. He shows up every week, and out of the kindness of his heart, he brought to TFcon to gift to me from his own personal collection. He gifted me an original from 1985, the North American release of God Mars.
Oh, geez.
God Mars, which
DNA is.
exactly, and because he overheard me saying on the Razzle episode one time that I really wanted to have that. So I guess the wheels started turning. He realized he had one. He went out of storage. He pulled it out of storage and gave it to me. I know. I was like, "Are you sure you're okay?" So I was floored.
Heavy die cast and everything.
Yeah, yes, I was floored.
The Daikin version or something.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The Toys R Us sticker still on it. So it was from.
And you who likes having fun with the guests, who is your favorite guest to mess with this weekend?
Yeah, but I was messing with the guests. I always love hanging out with Aaron Archer. And also this year we had Christopher Zammits, which I also have a great time with as well. So both Aaron Archer and Christopher.
You guys went to eat just before.
Yeah, we went to eat together at Swiss Chalet. That was nice. Just hanging out after the con.
First time Aaron having Swiss Chalet, so that's a lot.
Second time.
What was it? Second
Yeah,
time?
we've been with Aaron twice. It was the first time Chris Zammit came with us. So it was pretty good. It was so awesome. It was really also cool to see since Chris and Aaron were together and the rest of it was good to see them talk shop with each other and stuff too.
So Chris, for context, he's the guy who did the special effects for some of the Michael Bay movies and stuff. So
What else?
they both were in the same Hollywood sphere when they were working on those movies together.
So they share a lot of stuff. What was this? Well, Christopher Lee Zammit. Christopher Lee. Yeah.
We had a ton of high-end Energon stuff for sale.
Yeah.
That we
He had some amazing stuff for sale too. So
Yeah.
he was both Chris and Archer.
He's a part of he's professional, but he's also a huge fan.
Yeah, exactly. Huge here as well. So then both Archer and Chris beside each other, so they were right in the middle of all the action too. So it was great to just hang out with them. Aside from that, so they were great to just hang out with. I also love seeing. I love always running into kind of the TFcon regular guests like Andrew Wildman, Alex Milne, just cool to like just
You and Alex,
I feel they're part of our crew now.
polar opposites of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So fun. So look,
The sun and the black hole.
yeah, it was so it was fun. And well, you of course.
I think Alex is right there.
Yes, he's drawing. He's still drawing. And also,
to bring Alex on, but I don't get.
she was so lovely and wonderful.
She knows
She's-
how to run a booth.
Yeah, she was so kind. She gave me a free lollipop. She was like, she insisted on taking a selfie with me. I'm the selfie guy. She was like, so she took a selfie with me on her phone. I said, sweet, guy. This is awesome. She was so cute. She was friendly. She was just like cute but friendly, like amazingly friendly. But I say cute because I was taken aback by how accurately she represented her animated counterpart.
She lives the gimmick.
She looked
To cloak the rest of the world.
She looked just like the animated character that she voiced. And it was amazing. And she's
I
such a
met
bright person.
her in 2011. And then that was the only time I met her. I was young, full head of hair, young Proto.
Okay.
And then years later, she remembered me. She's like, oh my God. And it's like she never forgot me since. And now every time she sees me, she said, well, just give me a shirt. So again, I'm sorry I didn't wear it, Tanya. I'll wear it on the live stream next Saturday.
Yeah, so Tanya was great to meet you.
Yeah.
You're so kind. It's so
she was
so nice to meet you.
She was definitely the winner that weekend. She always had a line. There was always a big crowd in front of her.
Oh, and how can I figure? Well, I mean, this was a real treat. Cybertronic Screen showed up and did a Q&A panel. I got to just hang out with them a little bit afterwards, just talk, just shoot the breeze.
For people that don't realize, Cybertron 3 is based out of Toronto.
Yes,
And those guys actually did a concert at TFcon many years ago.
yeah. Which I missed. I missed that concert.
Oh,
That was the 1 year of
base
base.
when it was in the basement here.
Yeah, it was 1 year I was in here. So I was traveling, but
They were there.
Yeah.
They're hyped.
so that was wonderful.
They find a lot of success.
Yeah.
Doing what they do, covers, dressing. I'm surprised, and I'm not saying Hasbro should do it, but I'm so surprised Hasbro is let them get at that far. Using all those IPs and iconographies and everything. I mean, I'm not saying Hasbro should get in trouble. I think they're great. It's amazing.
They're doing such a great job with that.
Sorry?
And then Pulse Pack.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, I'm happy with them. I love their music.
Me too.
Love them. They're great.
They're doing amazing stuff. I hope they get bigger and bigger, and they're I got some of the merch. I love what Rumble for instance too. The Rumble from their
So the Rumble guy, I've known him for years. So you want? Maybe I shouldn't reveal his identity.
No.
Yeah,
It's Rumble. It's Rumble.
It's Rumble.
What are you talking about? There's no. It's received hot.
I'm saying that for off the air.
Right. So no, it was great meeting Hot Rod. Darcy and Rumble. It was great meeting them in
Ron couldn't show up.
the alloy, meeting them firsthand. Yeah, thank goodness you didn't the show. He just would eat that.
I think they had Quintus on too. Yeah.
That was fun. So that's pretty much those were some of the highlights of everything. Yeah, awesome.
Ninja, do you want to come this time?
I will if you'll have me on.
I will have you.
Okay, guys, pass it on to the Ninja. So thanks, you guys. Those kids, we're very impressed. Seriously. What are you doing? So what? Hello.
We got Nintendo-inspired Transformer sticker. There we go. Man's already prepared to Bailey to get outside.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
oh yeah, someone online wanted to say pick up.
So I want to do that. I want to have my own artwork available for sale for people to buy directly from me, but I don't want anyone to know where I live yet. So
You have to work out a PO box.
yeah, PO box or a virtual address or something like that.
Yeah.
So there are less options for those for poor people in Canada. Plenty in the U.S., but
That was me. I had to get a PO box sooner or later because I'm the same thing. It's like everyone's like, "Proto, I want to send you something." I'm like, you have to send it to the PO box because I always say this every time. It's like, oh, why don't you do a collection, video? I'm like, people don't need to know my house, Because guess what? You want to rob me? Guess who's not home this weekend? This guy with two thumbs. So it's like something where I totally feel that.
yeah.
So first up, what'd you buy?
So-
Cool stuff.
I think the big get for me was I got the Beast Wars Versus set for Tigatron and Black Arachnia.
The new
The
one?
new one.
Okay, the like premium finish
Yes.
that they did. Beast Wars
Yes.
again, they call it? Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's cool. That's awesome.
So yeah, I was happy to have that. $100. Pretty good deal. The only thing
$100 Canadian, that's really good.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was open, but just the shipper box. So
Who cares? You're gonna open it anyway.
exactly. So I'm only down one. I need the Scorponok and Ryan.
Oh, you're
set.
trying to get them all.
Yeah. I don't need the Starscream one.
The one.
But yeah, the other ones with the Kingdom Beasts redone a little better. Yeah, I want those.
Cool. Anything else?
Just caught up on things that I didn't have yet. Sideburn.
Just some new merch items.
Yeah. Something like that. I didn't go for any like brand new stuff like Skylight. Would have liked to have gotten the Skylight because he's
That's
From
just
the-
starting to show up
Yeah.
here for people. Believe it's got like vomit inducing. Because it would be, there's bed sheets, there's wrapping paper, but that was easy to do back then. Because when Energon came out, there was two pieces of merchandise. There was wrapping paper and there was like candy dispensers. That was it. So when that first Michael Bay movie came out, I'm buying fishing poles. I'm buying, I was like, okay, I think I need to dial this back. And then I started dialing back even the price points because I had every fast action battle, every real gear. Yeah, I'm with you, clearly. That's just it. It's I had to dial back. And then even look, as the prices kept rising and rising, I mean, how much is a deluxe for us after taxes, Canadian taxes? It's like
I was like 40.
$40,
So
I was
yeah.
buying Voyagers for that not too long ago. So it's like,
Yeah,
well,
I agree.
so I wait. I mean, there's certain items that I don't wait because I want to have. Well, Primo was my big guess that weekend. But I don't mind if in 2 years from now I find a Skybite loose for Bleak for $5. Sign me up. An interesting thing with Skybite is things come on a model screw.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. You have to pop them off the screw.
For what? Like, are we like just that you're just saving money there? I guess, and it's our job.
You can also go to work for free.
Yeah, seriously. I think that's the first time I've seen that. I think the only other thing I can think of is when they did the little jets for broadside. Yeah, that's the only other time. But that one makes sense. Those are just I guess so. That's one possible.
You know what happened to me? Black Zarek.
Really, the Black Zarek.
Black Zarek has two horns, right? They're separate pieces. They're not the same.
Okay.
They're not the same symmetrically that way, right? One has like a little bit of a different thing on the front than it is on the back. So I got two of the same horns. I posted on the internet if somebody had the same problem but the opposite.
I got one worse.
Thankfully, I didn't take it.
I used to get my Brockman box sets. I would never check them when I'm at the show. I go back home and had like two left hands,
Oh,
and I was like,
I think about pretty frequently.
yeah, and I should have, but I'm so busy those weekends. So now I have like my Primal on display like this, just to show the two left hands. It's totally. I tried to make a joke out of it. Like, yeah, I fucked up. I should have went and checked. But any guests you were gutted for? You wanted to
I was excited to see everybody.
Yeah.
It was such a good cross section from all the years. I'm glad to have Michael Dobson.
Dobson hadn't been there in a while.
Would like to see a convention panel specifically for Transformers with all three Dobsons.
Oh my goodness!
I did see all three Dobsons at an anime convention.
The Dobson reunion.
Yeah.
Now he was a cool guy because the last time I saw him, he brought up the story. We were in the VIP room. I was telling him the story. First time I met him was like 20 years ago, and he'd just finished Armada, and he was doing Cobra Commander for the Venom versus Valor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went up to this was Anime North where I met him.
I probably was there.
You probably were there. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. And I go up to him like, it's really cool that you're doing Chris Latta's role on both sides. And he erupts into like a Cobra Commander monologue. That is great. The bench just turns around and looks at us. I was like, yeah, anyways, I'm very meeting you. Like, I was like, well, and I totally forgot to get the autograph. I was just like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, sir. That was
Sometimes he's one of those kind of personalities.
Yeah, he's a big person. He's a really cool dude. Yeah. Really cool. He's a very nice guy. All the other Dobsons, like they did Jetstorm and stuff. Very talented guys.
And I did get to meet Tanya. I gave her one of my stickers, since she insisted that I sign it for her, and then we took a selfie together, and then I tagged her on Instagram.
That seems to be the common. What do we got here? Joseph Ryder, join with who's the pirate
Sitting with, excuse me!
sitting with the pirate? Who is it's Mr. Joseph? He's a ninja. Pirates and ninjas don't get along. Joseph's one of our licensors with Hasbro and stuff. It's fucking. What? Thank you, Joseph, for the super chat. I call the pirates. It's like, was it because of the rainbow that came before us?
Yes, there's.
Did really good too.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's like save that piece for Swiss Chalet.
Yeah.
Garage it.
Well, that's in my own stickers.
Do that. There's a lot.
Or show all of them. It's
Yeah.
too long.
Really good ones here.
Good ones. And I got one. Good to see you, Dan.
Oh,
No, you're gonna love this.
Samurai Pizza Cats. Teande.
Yeah, so these ones I actually make myself at home. I got a cutting machine.
You gotta set up like an Etsy or something.
Yeah, I
you really do. You really do.
You got any of the Aaron stickers still?
To what?
I said, do you have any of the Aaron stickers still to show on stream?
Oh, dude.
Are you out?
I do, but they're not. No, okay. I'll grab one.
You have to go to a bathroom.
Yeah, grab the one here.
Their sticker will show later.
Oh my God, he's great.
So
He's great.
of course he is. But yeah, so like you should totally set up something, and then we'll advertise it for you so you can sell your.
Right
You make a lot of good stuff. It's really high quality, really cool. And again, it's original art. You know,
Original artists, support original artists.
Yeah.
Say no to AI.
well, YouTube as of
Check it out.
the 15th, we'll be cracking down on that. So
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Go.
So as a promo for Rainbow Monster Ninja, new album dropping soon.
I posted that on my Twitter. I think TFcon was a mistake. You know, so
Nice.
but yeah,
I don't want to be implicated in anything.
Yeah. I believe the Fifth Amendment.
not related to any of that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not on purpose.
Stuff playing
Well,
stories.
you know, it was all, well, I did my panel.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
So what
I
did
do
you
panel
panel?
every year. So,
Which one was this one?
this year I did a panel called Chibi Robots.
Okay.
Big-headed history of super deformed transformers.
Because last year you did the Ninja one.
Well, last year I did Generation 2.
Okay.
And I did the Ninja panel, which was really just, it wasn't really a panel, it was all previous colors.
Yeah, more of a video. Yeah.
And showed it again for the second time last year. So people who missed it got another chance to see it. Yeah, so my panel about big-headed Transformers, basically the merchandise, any instance in Transformers media where you saw a super deformed character, you know, a really cute character with big eyes, big head, and a tiny squishy body.
So did you include this is the deep cut one? Did you include the BD Kabaya kit ones there?
I think so. There are a number of
That's why
things.
you're sitting with the wrong person because I'm going to bring out the deep cuts. So
Okay.
yeah, so there was one, probably one of the first active versions of that BD.
There's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much of that stuff. And you were saying like after the movie how
Oh, yeah. Well,
you can't be a completionist. I could not be a completionist in my panel because there was too much stuff. So it just kind of became a running joke that I had to go through all this stuff so quickly.
what do you call it? The other panel, what was that one? You said you did two, right?
Not this year. Just,
Okay, I thought
just the one this year.
Okay, that's cool. And I think that everything goes in the archives, and then we hope that it ends up on the TFcon YouTube.
You asked me if
channel.
I wanted to record, and I said,
Okay, awesome.
so, you know, maybe I'll do something with it.
It's so deep cut, it's not even on Google Images. I own a lot of those kits because they were SD stories that were meant to shill roleplay BB guns of the Cybertronian leaders.
Okay, I know what you're talking
Super
about.
deep cut.
And
So
there,
obviously I haven't forgotten.
so they were like, there was a set that came with candy, they were a little bigger.
Yeah.
There was a set that came with chocolates, they were a little smaller, and
Yeah.
all different characters. And then there was what you're talking about, the guns. So I didn't talk about the guns, but I did talk about the other two sets. and I encouraged interactivity in the panel, so people were going, "Oh!" when they saw the
Rudy Mac, where are you? Are you here? Rudy Mac is in the chat saying live at TFcon. Where's Rudy Mac? Rudy Mac, if you're here, come on down, man. We'll have you on too. We were just saying how you were like the best dressed guy this weekend. Aside from that, are you ever gonna? You gotta come to the USA shows because you're such a Ninja's been a mainstay of TFcon since what was the first
the
one?
second one. The first one
Yeah,
was the Hamilton ones.
2002.
So the second one
So-
was
And you've never been to any of the USA ones. The one's like, well, you need to come to the USA
I
one.
really want to.
LA.
There was talk about Chicago.
Oh yeah, Chicago is so easy for Toronto.
Yeah. Well, I don't live in Toronto anymore. I live actually.
But it's a 6 hour, 8 hour.
I live basically like almost the same distance from Toronto as to Chicago. So it might not be a big deal, but
Sorry, Rudy, I didn't know you were in the building. Okay, sorry.
yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal. But you know, there's situations at the border now. I talked to Colin about it actually, and he said, you know, you gotta.
We got border crossers here. Did you have problems?
No.
Nah.
You play it chill.
Like, give me some advice. It's a little different for me because I'm not a regular employee. I'm a regular independent artist.
What do you think Aaron? What do you think Aaron is? You know, right. Buddy of the, you know Misa, but buddy of the podcast. Misa used to always say it the best. Like we would cross the border back in the day with BotCon, and Misa was the best. He would just cross it. So what are you doing, sir? We're going to the International Transformers Convention in insert. No, it's good. It's like, oh god.
You have your Dino story. The agent here who asked me, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Transformers convention." "Oh, where's that?" Hilton down in Minnesota. I was like, "Oh, well, do you prefer IDW or G1 shop?"
Oh, gee. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's fun.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, it's something I always tell people like if you could at least do LA, like if you could only do one, do LA because LA is just such a great hodgepodge of everything going on. Like, and again, because it's West Coast, there is Japanese dealers, which is I can't stress how that's special because they'll bring art books. Art books are so much cheaper there than us. We get art books like $60 there. It's like 20, you know. So they'll bring art books. They'll bring so much cool stuff, and it's stuff you just normally can't get. And then Tony Brito comes, who's a good friend of Aaron. He brings all kaiju stuff. Like those are the great shows. We got a super chat from Mateus. What's up, Mateus? Proto, show us the jacket. I spotted a Mega Man X, which is true. I'm wearing this one. I switched into it. So, shill, I'm sorry. So guys, next week, is it even on the slides here? Sell, yeah, sell. God forbid I have a job.
I know, right?
Oh, in next week, Wednesday, will be the debut of the Mega Man comics, and then 2 weeks from that, we're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and we're doing these slides without the mouse. So the jacket I'm wearing is this arm is X with his readout, and this arm is with Zero, and X with his full armor, and then double Proto on the breasts there. And I'm going to try to get more. If anyone saw all my different patch shirts, I get them all custom done because the patches I want are deep cut weird shit. Like who has Food Fighters or like Street Sharks or Cowboys of Moon Mesa? So I have a guy on eBay that I found. He did like Clay Fighter. So he did Clay Fighter patches, and I was like, "Are those official?" He's like, "No, I make them." I'm like, "I gave you some stuff. I make them." I love Clay Fighter. I have terrible taste, baby. I don't know. I love Samurai Pizza Cat's one too, but so I always try to do this kind of patch stuff and everything. Yeah, I have to swag it every time. What's your favorite terrible '90s cartoon?
Toxic Crusader.
Toxic Crusader.
That's common to Blu-ray. They made it look like a phone box.
That's a million bucks. Google, what's your favorite '90s shitty?
90s shitty TV show?
Yeah.
Jeez, so maybe, I guess maybe Street Sharks?
Street Sharks. Yes, I love Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Love Street
So
Sharks.
many of them.
Doesn't get enough. All those Deke Entertainment shows.
Like Rice from Mars?
Psycho Mice Mars, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, Cowboys of Moon Mesa, Snailians. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, they're really because here's the thing. The 90s had so much, because Batman the Animated Series and X-Men gave so much good vibes for toy companies that they just thought we could just do anything.
Yeah.
And then it just, obviously, like when you look at Street Sharks and Micro Mice, you think more like a Ninja Turtle bootleg.
Yeah.
But it really was Batman the Animated Series that made toy companies go, man, we can just do anything.
Yeah.
Because they were able to do all those crazy Batman stuff, but still have a very serious show that didn't feature Arctic Attack Batman and all those weird repaints that Aaron worked on some of those. We'll save that for a future time. We're going to do a cool Harley Quinn origin story one day with Aaron.
Looking forward to that.
Aaron has a lot to do with the origin of Harley Quinn.
Really?
Yeah. Because we need Steve Bono on the show again. Steve Bono. Harley Quinn was created by Aaron and the guy from Beyblade. It's so. The toy industry is fascinating, So it's something like you wouldn't have her action figure if it wasn't for those two. So then we put out where is it? God, Toy Armada. Is that the old Energon one? It's the old Energon slide. Anyways, but Aaron there, where do you run to?
He's getting his Aveo swerve.
He's getting his Aveo swerve. Okay. Yeah, like that's a great second. Like, go check that out when you guys get a chance. Like, a good hour talking about Aveo Swerve, Beast Wars Neo Unicron, a lot of like just stuff that Universe was going to be and what didn't happen, and just why that line even existed, because that was when Transformers was making so much money that retailers are like, we want more, even if it's just shitty repaints. Which they weren't shitty, but it's like, just pump it out, just pump it out, and a lot of great stuff.
What's weird, interesting figures from that era.
King Atlas, kind of our first ever Atlas adjacent in the West.
The depth charge that's colored like Boba Fett.
So that we should have talked about that when we did. So the guy who did the coloring for that was responsible for all the coloring for Star Wars. So when he looked at depth charge, he's like, that's Jango Fett. And that one was Boba Fett. So when you put them next to each other, it was Jango and Boba Fett.
Cool.
It was completely intentional. So, because he was like a Star Wars deco guy for years, and then it's like, because all these guys who never really did Transformer stuff were thrown on just to pick decos and stuff. So it was, I'm Robert Parrish. I know I'm forgetting other dudes, but I want to give a shout out to Robert Parrish because he doesn't get enough love in the Transformer community. He was responsible for so many decos for years. Joe Pine, which now is with Lego, doing the Optimus, so we got, and then of course Minecraft stuff. A lot of great dudes. That's the whole point of Toy Armada, is to celebrate those guys. Some of them are no longer with us, unfortunately. Rob, Mike Brand, who was responsible for all Power and Force. All those Jack Star Wars.
We've actually had some of those approved this week.
Yeah, that's why I was fascinated by them, because they're just such a piece of history, toy history. But anything else? Any other stories?
Didn't get to enjoy as much of the show as everybody else probably did because I was busy with my panel. I had a pretty busy couple of weeks. I saw Baby Metal in.
You saw Weird Al.
And yes, a week later I saw Weird Al in Toronto.
Yeah.
So in between, I was back home. So
They went
Toronto trip. Now back home.
They went to see Weird Al in Dare to Be Stupid costumes.
Yeah.
Like they did the full 9 yards.
I saw the Instagram post from him too.
Just a couple of days ago. So that's more hardcore.
Weird Al is awesome, fantastic. If you get a chance to see his current tour, he's got a much larger band than he usually has. He's got backup singer. It's amazing.
Who is their opening act? Anyone special?
The opening act is Puddle's Pity Party. This like postmodern absurdist clown who sings sad songs.
It was just more.
It's hilarious.
Yes. Joseph, just answer your member question. So the comic is going to be coming out next Wednesday. Your local comic book stores, the Mega Man Village, just to let you know. So, but yeah, that's awesome. I was kind of jealous. I'm going to come down like a week early to go to that. Because he's someone in all honesty. Oh, there's a veil.
Here it is, in the flesh. A veil swerve picked it up this weekend.
Yeah. What did you pay for that?
I did a bit of a trade, so in USD 50.
Jeez, that's like a steal.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Well,
For us.
yeah.
Sure. You can leave them away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody think it was one of them. See. What? It was my way. It was pretty crazy. But I mean, man, I would come down a week early because Colin for a while it's always been like that's like another cool guest if we can get like a paid guest, like a closed room situation would be cool again.
Yeah, it almost.
And he would totally be. I know he would be down for that.
Yeah.
But maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future.
Joseph Ritter saying, "Bring back the guy with the red transformer."
Show up what I got.
We'll bring in Team Formers.
Okay.
Team Formers 2002. Thank you again, Ninja.
Wearing my sunglasses on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an ninja. Pirate. Here it is with the Aveo Swerve. A couple other things I bought was the Revenge of the Fallen Leader Starscream
First, introduce yourself.
Yeah. T-Former 2002 or
Sometimes in the chat.
yeah, or Travis.
Yeah.
Picked up a Generation Select Rotor Storm that I've been looking for quite a long time. Also, the first edition Prime, Optimus Prime, the big boy,
Where you get that from a charity auction?
no, I got it from
Because I saw one in the
there
charity
was a
auction.
booth like right across to the side of us that
Okay.
did it for hey, 60 for it.
That's about right.
Yeah.
It's about right.
But crowning jewel for me this weekend was the Beast Wars second triple Galpus or Tripredicus.
The
Beast Wars small mariachi band show.
The best part about it is how sea plant is like a lobster.
Yeah.
Nicer. That one.
I've never owned this mold before, so I was I was really glad I hunted down this version.
Even back then, that was a hassle.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
I paid $220 for this, so that's about
that's the market right now.
$180 US.
Yeah, when they will get it, they hopefully. I would like him Magnavox, especially because of all the GPS.
Yeah.
Like this one, the original, it's just more of the clear plastic.
Yeah, the missiles are a bit scary to me on the gun, so but everything's complete.
You feel solid.
Yeah, it's super solid.
Great figure. Great, so good piece of Beast Wars history. The painted face, all looks fantastic.
Out of everything I grabbed, this was my absolute favorite.
So that's what guests did you look forward to this weekend?
I only ended up meeting one. Most of them I've met in other shows, but the one I got was Michael Dawkins. You know, obviously known for Starscream and the Unicron trilogy, but for me, he did some voices in the Light of Ninjago show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was he in that?
Piper and Ward Chen, a few. Yeah. So that was a big one.
Okay. Anything else? No? You're like, I'll be doing this. You're Archer, who's this guy?
I unfortunately brought a little bit of con pride, but you know,
Happens. It makes out with all the girls this weekend. That's nice.
keep that on the side.
Yeah, down low. Sure, they're all watching. Shoot. Sorry, no. But the point is, just like that, you're like,
Yeah, I'm ready to I was this year.
So how do with that?
Sold most of my stuff. I only have like
Yeah, you and both of you guys. Both of you guys.
Yeah.
You and Cringe McCringle crushed it.
Yeah,
You guys did really well.
Brandon, we got you for paydays, and Stitch Productions. Shout out to Stitch.
There's 4 of us.
Whole crew was there. It's true.
We sold a lot. Like there was slim pickings at the end of the
And I'll say it with your live, like get a dealer table, guys. Like you want to have a really good weekend. Get a table, get 3 dudes together, and just you make some money. You get the VIP access, no lines.
pays for your weekend.
Pays for your weekend, and you get to chill. You know what I mean? You don't have to I gotta wake up at 9 a.m. so I can get in early, get the deals. You're in there before everybody.
Yeah, it's like 7, 8.
Say that to so many people because they feel like, oh, is there anything good stuff there? I'm like, yeah, any dealer who knows half of their stuff Transformers, which they do.
The reason I was able to do this, I saw it on the Friday, but he told me he had to finalize a couple of his prices. So first thing I did when I got there on Saturday at 8 was I immediately went over and bought this for.
I'm telling you, that's something to always do. We got a super chat from Mateus. What's for dinner, guys? Well, what did you guys eat? I saw you guys had
Some Domino's.
yeah, this was just hanging on the side.
Yeah,
so
pizza and wings.
pizza and wings and a ass ton of ranch dressing and everything here. So, I had Chinese and Aaron went for Swiss chalet with Goober. Italian hoagie. What did you get? You also had pizza. Pizza.
In the States, the cups are much smaller.
Oh, really?
We ordered so many more.
Okay.
They're double the size
You're
here.
double up on the ranch.
If you're at the show, come down to the lobby. We have lots of it.
If you need ranch,
So
we damaged ranch.
Damn it, friend.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good.
Yeah, it's a man to figure out how to do it, but
You have to have the flavoring. It has to heat up.
Yeah.
You would know. I would hope so. But I mean,
Yeah, we got it.
I have that Asian background,
Nice.
so I have to know all that stuff. Too much sugar.
Sugar.
Much sugar for my food.
Paydays, Smarties.
Yeah. Oh, that's every con weekend except for like maybe like the really big shows. I eat terrible.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm a very like health conscious. We even talk. It's like, so what do you eat? It's like, oh,
yeah.
like normally I'm like berries, organic, all this stuff, and then this weekend it's like sugar, salt, this garbage.
Get back to the basics on Monday. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, I remember when little TMI, but when we would go to Japan, oh man, I was always looking forward to going to the bathroom. They have the best bathrooms in the world. First of all, we'll start with that, but also everything just flushes out. So, hashtag Protoman moves, so. But either way, great stuff. Let's see what Joseph said here. If he comes to TFcon LA, he'll get a free Plush from me. What a guy. There you go.
That Joseph Ritter?
Yeah, that's Joseph. So, yeah, we're going to try to go back to LA. Is probably going to be after Chicago. That'll probably be a given. So, but Chicago is the next one coming up. Well, technically in the timeline for me, it's going to be San Diego, Montreal, TFcon, and then we have TFcon Chicago in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be here sooner than you know it.
Yeah, I'm bad.
And then it'll be gone. It'll be on to the next one.
Yeah, and then it'll be LA probably in March. I'm gonna guess. No, don't quote me on it, but probably. And yeah, and those are always the hype shows.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Friends come in, and then we'll close it up. All right. Look you again. Keep forward.
Make my way.
We'll close it up. Yep. Okay. So, but yeah, again, thanks again for everyone who tuned in. Just wanted to do a little bit of a live stream because we didn't have anything on Thursday or Friday. No live stream on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of news over the week.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be busy when I get back home on Monday. Especially just the soccer world thing. I want to because there's so much stuff to break down in that. I remember just looking at it on my phone, going, "They just do the Yamcha death pose."
It looks really promising. What did you say it's about?
It's clear that they got a group of individuals that just, since they know it's 5 minutes, they're gonna have fun. You know what I mean? There's nothing, and that's great because if people have fun with it, then people will be like, you know what? Since I'm having fun with it, maybe I do want to own the Optimus that represents him, or the Mega Bull Megatron. So that's kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Supposedly it's 36 episodes, and they're 5 minutes each. So episodes 1 and 2 right now are on Hasbro's Transformers YouTube channel. So you can check that out. They merge them together, so we get a 10-minute block. And aside from that, Carlos, you want to come on? Okay, we'll have one more. We'll have one more guy. We'll have Carlos on here too. So Carlos, long time. Probably one of you and Phil were like the first guys that I met when I started doing it. Like, it's kind of funny. Because I remember you came up to me and you were the guy that was like, yeah, man, you really told off that. I know that dude.
I don't even want to say.
Same day, this is a lot of time. Some guy in the fandom. And I'm like, what up? I would like threatened his life maybe. But anyways, that was a different Daniel. And maybe I'm still the same. But either way. Well, yeah, like you're always been like around and stuff. So you were also a dealer this year. First time. You crushed it apparently too.
Yeah, first time dealer, and I was not expecting to make the amount I was projecting. So I'll put it that way.
Yeah, you left with like 2 items or something.
I had like a huge pile of just bag stuff. Like, you know what? It's time for this to just go to other new home. Yeah. And by the end of today, it was just like maybe 6 pieces were left of bag stuff.
Wow.
Jeez.
I did like sell some of my rare items. I got rid of like animated Nemesis Prime. I had to get rid of it.
I had to.
Yeah.
Well, because again, something.
Yeah, so
That's how it is. That's always how it is.
1% was in the Discord. Now it's just 2 people.
Yeah. So it's something where I'm happy that you did well because I was just saying before you even came, get a table. Like I always tell people, like even if you have like 10, 15 items, get 3 other friends. Like you're sharing it with somebody.
Yeah, I was sharing with a friend of mine this year. Yeah.
So just share it with a friend or get 2, 3 friends together. If you all have 10 items, it pays for itself.
Yeah, it's worth it in the long run,
And you're in there early, no stress on Saturday. That's the cheap. I used to tell that, like, I used to do that in like 2015. Be like, it's the best way to do it. Especially considering like, what was the weekend pass? What was the weekend pass this weekend?
Was it like the price?
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like 120 or something like that. Yeah.
So, now, how much was the table?
Well, I kind of split between a friend. I paid like 180.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But think about it, you split it with a friend. So if it was 4 guys, it's cheaper than a weekend pass.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe next
Like
year.
your friends,
Yeah, like
exactly.
next year I'm gonna probably do the same. I'll probably split it with maybe 2 more people.
You don't
We get a bigger table?
Yeah. You do the same thing. That's the way to do it. So, what did you buy?
Well, this year I kept it simple. I managed to get Steel Series Mixmaster,
Okay, so you're building up your Devastator.
and then another Nemesis time. The suit.
He likes his black repaints.
Yeah, I love that black weapons. It's from the 40th anniversary from last year.
Okay, yeah.
Then I got a Box Nemesis Prime.
I can see a pattern.
And then for my friend Riley, he gave me the.
Who we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
I was just talking about him before. I'm like, I almost didn't recognize him. He grew a mustache and was like, oh, Nemesis, don't recognize him anymore. Evil black repaint Riley.
Yeah, it's been like 6 years since he came. So from him, I got the Takara. It's not Legends. It's the Nemesis Victory Saber Weapon Scale.
Oh, the Robot Master.
Robot Master, yes.
Robot Black.
And of course, you know me, I'm a huge Venom fan.
Yeah, and he again, what's Venom? Black repaint. So,
So I got the Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Venom figure.
very cool.
And then I got the custom art commission by Aaron Archer, the Scourge Black Hawk.
Yeah, I saw that. That was.
And yeah, it turned out amazing. I love it.
And again, I told you, and I'm gonna tell everyone, if you get stuff from Aaron, I only learned this like someone turned me on to this locally in Montreal. Walmart right now is now doing this like frame series called Homestead, and it's like you could get like any frame size for like $10. And so Aaron's stuff, because it's all kinds of, because they're not meant to be framed, because they're all instructions. So there are all these weird sizes. So you could find those super cheap at Walmart right now. So then you can hang them up because they look sexy. They look really good. Aside from that, any guests you go check out?
Well, again, I was just mainly busy.
It's true. You're like, we're all stuck at tables.
Technically, only Aaron. That was it.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. That's cool. And because you didn't get a chance to answer it, what did you have for dinner tonight?
I went across the
chops. Okay. What did you eat?
Just a steak with shrimp.
What? There you go. Thank you, brother, for going on. Well, I've known this guy forever too.
Should we all pop on camera?
Yeah, we'll all come on camera. Techno, just come quickly just to say hi, because we're gonna call it quits.
Hello.
Yeah. Techno did. Which panels did you?
I did the TFcon main game on Saturday night, and then I did a Japanese game show. Completely won't. They don't record the game show, but I did take it all myself, so I will be putting that on my own YouTube channel.
And what's that YouTube channel?
That is General Techno. Okay.
Anyways, everyone's stream. Awesome.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to doing part 2 next year.
You're gonna do part 2? Oh, well, true. Yeah, you didn't do a lot of the Sakamoto stuff.
I only got to the end of Headmasters.
Okay.
I've still got 2038 and 2050 to get to.
It's gonna be loaded.
Yes, and Precursor.
That's what. Well, because when you were talking about the timelines, I was like, oh yeah, all the Yuki Oshima display timeline.
Yeah, I got the Oshima stuff in there, but I didn't get far enough.
I gave it.
Yeah.
Coming at the end.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you, everything. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. Again, it was a fantastic weekend. Again, if you guys can make it out to a TFcon, always try.
Do it. That was my favorite. Just do it. Do it. Your dreams. It was so fast to get into TFcon.
Again, guys, if you're a patron, contact me. I'll try to get you guys these ones here. Otherwise, in 2 weeks, I'll see you guys in San Diego for these dudes right here. I'll be at the Symbiont Studios booth and the Hasbro booth. thank you everyone for coming and supporting the podcast. Once again, if you want to continue supporting the podcast, we have a Patreon link down there below. All these beautiful people, come join us on the Discord.
Buying Joseph Bucklick said.
Yeah. There we go. Take care, and as always, roll out.
Peace. Peace.